Give me a video.
Hey everybody, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Quentin's trying to find the video.
I'm pretty good at this finding stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay. Tonight is interesting. I'm going to put a hello everyone on YouTube.
You've got YouTube already.
I've got YouTube and I've got Facebook in front of me, and I'm just going to say, can you open in Create a Family and Facebook, not YouTube, Quentin? I'll do YouTube and Facebook. I'll look at Facebook and I'll comment in YouTube, but we're not Create a Family, Beautiful Family.
Yeah.
So it's virtual retreat weekend this weekend, and we are live in this class right now on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and in the Beautiful Family Retreat group.
So you've already shared it to the Beautiful Family Retreat?
No, it's running live in there.
Oh, there you go.
Just so there we go. I'm just trialing being very techie. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah. Hello, Sandy and Liz. Hello, Diane and Diane. Diane D and Diane B. How are you all going? Rightio. So this is my third live class today. I've also done a live unboxing of a retreat, so retreat kit reveal. I've also taught a group of 14 prep to year 6 daycare kids. I've driven across town and back, and I've had a Zoom. I've hosted a Zoom, a 40-minute Zoom chat. So it's first day of virtual retreat, and I know I'm alive. So, yeah.
I'm just doing some pop-ups.
Clinton's just sharing it in the group. Okay, so let me show you what we've done so far today. We've done 2 classes. Today we've done this class, and yes, there's holes in the back. I lost a bit of tape. It was very windy when we arrived at work. So I've done this one. Amazing. And then we've done a pocket page, an interactive pocket page. And then when we turn this over, it's like that. So, or you can put this out. So we've done an interactive pocket page. Did he get straight in that shower when I went live?
I think so, yes.
I think he did. That sneaky little so-and-so.
Either it's a washing machine. I'm down to have
We've got a sneaky teenager in the house. He's not
Teenagers
sneaky.
be
I
sneaky.
wouldn't say sneaky
Parents.
teenager. He's a lovely boy.
He is a
Wine in hand now too. Oh, there you go, Diane. Off you go. You're cooking with gas now. Hello, Marie. Yes, it's going very well. Hello, other Diane. We got another Diane. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Diane. So I'm going to show you the Beautiful Family pattern paper. So all week I've been promising to do a reveal video of Beautiful Family. So let's just say the bits now. This is the reveal of my new Beautiful Family scrapbooking and papercraft collection. So I'm going to cut this bit out and make it into a video. And now you've heard that in the video that I'm making. So I'm going to show you all the products that go with this as well. I've got my techie on, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So this is paper 1, and we used it in our pocket page today quite a bit. And then we've got paper 2, which is where some of my fussy cuts for my first class today, my scrapbook page, came from. Let's just... These are my fussy cuts, and I use that beautiful paper on the background. I have a kit with this paper already in our online store from a few weeks ago, but it was just the perfect paper. And then paper 3. So these bouquets on paper 2 are the same they're built from, so this wreath and these bouquets are built from the same set of bouquets. So I made these bouquets. I've made a wreath with them, and hold the phone, I've also made on paper number 4 a pattern paper with the same set of bouquets. So, and a couple of other bits. I made a couple of other little matchy bits, but these are basically those 3 bouquets I've used in here, here, and here. So it really does go together and coordinate. And then these are different bouquets on paper 5. This is very dark, I know. This brick. It's quite dark for me. Runaway Princess had some dark papers as well, but it's such a handy print, I think. A chocolate brick. And it means that this paper collection is not just girly, it is masculine as well. And then we've got paper 6. I think a lot of people fell in love with the frame today, if they hadn't already. This big frame. So this is a similar tone. It was more of a grey timber that I did, and a smaller size when I did Redwood Farm, which was the first collection I designed, but the second one I released. But as far as masculine papers go, because it looks very feminine, doesn't it? You have got these, and then you've got the teal side of this. So you've got that, you've got that, and that. Let's cover up the purple. That, and that. So you've got a serious quantity of masculine as well as feminine with this. You could also use this frame on paper number 5 as well for masculine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read the comments. So we had the other Diane. Thank you, Diane. Hello, Pam. And I once was Diane B as well. So now you're confused, aren't you? Oh, Diane G. You were a Diane B and now you're Diane G. And imagine if we had 2 Diane Bs in the class together. I love that. I love the coincidences of the world. Yes, Diane, I just love how coincidental life can be. Hello, Ro. Hello, Tash. Oh, thank you, Tash. Hello, Cheryl.
So we've got a whole lot of comments in the Beautiful Family one as well.
Okay. Well, you need to read it. Oh, hello, Fiona. Fiona's over on YouTube, everyone, because it works better for her where she lives.
So you got Jason saying good evening. Trish Davis is in there. Ashford said found it. Desley Davis.
Only first names, Quentin.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Carol's in there. Marlene M's in there. Dee's in there.
If Marlene M's in there, then Mary's in there too. M and M are there together.
Michael Dower.
Yeah. Well, you only meant to say.
Yeah. Sandra.
First names. I'm sure Michael's not watching class.
I'm sure our lovely daughter is in there.
Oh, hello, daughter.
Yes. So.
Okay. So he's going to comment while I get this over to here.
This is going to be crackers.
Oh, it's not crackers. So this is the lovely. I'm going to show you the products now. So this is the tissue we used here. It is massive. You can see by that it's 20 inches by 30 inches. This is the Living Coral Pantone colour, or as close to Living Coral as I could get. Pantone colour from a couple of years ago. So that's the tissue paper. And if you overwork it, it will go to pulp, right? It's good and it's strong and it's robust. But if you keep mucking with it, once you've got it wet, it will go to pulp. Okay, just so you know. That's the big mandala we used a couple of weeks ago in a double page on a Friday night. That's the new mandala. And this is the bead and sequin mix. So it's slightly different to what we've got in our kits, but it is really similar. It's built from the same place. And then we've got the bears. So we've got coral clothing on brown bears and coral clothing on cream bears. Then we've got olive clothing on brown bears and olive clothing on cream bears, lavender clothing on brown bears and cream bears. Then we've got teal clothing on brown bears and cream bears. And then we go into the flares. So this is the beige spot, which is made from pattern paper number 6. So I design the papers and then I make things from that. And then the coral timber was meant to be a paper. Oh no, it's this one. It's the frame of this. Is for that one. It's been really popular. And then for each of the colour cut packs of bears, we've got a packet of flares. I'm just going to flick through these, and it's just a little girl and a little boy, and they're from that collection. And it's a very faint pattern of this beige spot in the background. And then we're using that set of flares next week with the Lemoncraft ladies and gentlemen. And then we've got the brown bear family, and then there's brown patterns. Obviously, you've got the chevron, you've got the wood and the heart paper and the brick and the flares. They're 1-inch flares, and then you've got those two, which were originally meant to be pattern papers, but then got ditched for other things I designed and did. And then you've got the cream bear family, and then there's a vellum for that floral pattern. That was designed just for a flare and a pattern vellum. And then that's this here. There might be a vellum for this purple watercolour. I can't show you what it looks like. I've lost it. My pile of stuffs. Here it is here. So I might make it. If people want a vellum with that purple, that lilac watercolour, I'll make it. I'll think about it. Oh, actually, what pattern was that? That is this pattern on white, and then I've got it on this bubbles as well. And then there's this wood here, and then we've got my favourite pattern, which is the hearts. Love this piece of paper. There's a beige version of this in Devoted to Denim, and there is actually a blue version of this in Devoted to Denim as well. There's some of them my favourite papers I've ever designed. And then because both of these were designed from scratch. And then there's this wood. And there's a blue version of this in Known for the Holidays. And then
we've still got on the screen the flares.
Yep. And then, that's because they're behind. And then we've got the purple button, and we're using that at week 17 with Beautiful Family. And then we've got the flower, picture cut, the little girl bear, hearts. And this is one of the open hearts. So you can see the sizing. That's one of the outline hearts. The sizes are in the online store. The leaves.
D saying yes, please, to the watercolour vellum.
Okay, oval mandala bows.
I do like that oval mandala.
So this is the. So I've used this on a vellum, and then there is the single flowers, which is only on a flare button and the pattern vellum, and then I've made a vellum with this print here that I made. It is coming in a red in something else, and I actually placed all the. This is not a pattern. I didn't make a seamless pattern. I now make a lot of seamless patterns, but this one I didn't want that. I actually placed all the hearts in a colour pattern I liked. Let's just not go there. That was ours. Then there's my beige. I love that beige. Amazing, which I used on here. And then we have Beautiful Family, which is really big. I can show you that. It's actually, there's measurements on the online store. Really big. The little family word, which is, I'll show you how big that is. That is this big. And then it's a family thing.
When you hold up on the phone.
Oh, Oh,
That's
okay.
what I was trying to tell you earlier. We didn't see the papers. We just saw the play buttons.
I'm going to change that then. Sorry. I'm a doofus. Sorry. He didn't really explain that very well. A legacy of love, live, love, laugh, memories, moments, which is for week 17, special, sweet, which is not available in the online store. The good life, treasure. Sorry about that. My bad. Yep. And I'm the techie person in our household. Yep, that's really bad. Sorry about that. I'm showing you stuff over here, under here, and you can't see it because I'm a moron. I'm a doofus. Okay, I'm tired. Hi, my name's Alicia, and I'm tired. Okay.
Laura's just saying that she hasn't started the first layout yet. But
someone said they ordered today. Love the papers.
so I put a link.
Hello, Marge.
Both the groups and in the
Bears are the cutest. Yeah, they are, Marie. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, they're so cute. So what I was showing you in the extra bits was this was the collage paper and the heart. So that set of hearts. That's the heart and the amazing word. And then these are the bears in real life and the family word in real life. And this is the size of the beautiful family. And then that's the watercolor vellum. What else did I show them?
the papers here.
Oh, okay. I put them here. So remembering we had this one as a vellum and we have this as a vellum, but you've also got this in a set as a flare button with this aqua background, but also with a white background. And it's and this is a flare and this is a flare. You've got a flare and a vellum of this. And then you've got a flare of this one. And then flare of this. There is the chevron, the brick, and these two in flares. And I made this individually, this pattern with all the individual hearts to get it so it looked nice. Like I wanted it to look nice, to have a nice flow to it.
Good. She's asking, will we be making more tissue?
Which tissue? Different colours, do you mean? What's the matter?
Have you seen this? Yeah, she's on the table there.
Yeah, she's on Millie's little art table. What do you mean, Diane? Tissue. Oh, hello, Chrissy. Yes. So this stuff. So yes, I will. If people like it and they buy it, I have to order. How do we say this politely? A crap ton.
A really big amount.
A really big amount. We will be using this until Armageddon.
The teddy tissue.
the teddy tissue. So, I'm going to show you something. So this is, oh, don't slide. This is one of the fussy cuts from paper 2. So it's from the wreath and everything else. This, Quentin wasn't here today. I don't know if you saw this. So this goes on here. It's basically the same size. So yes, these are my flower clusters I designed, and they're on there. And then I've got my zigzags and a couple of other patterns that I had played with. But this takes a really long time to come. I really want to make one for each collection. I don't know how I'm going to go with that, whether that's going to be financially viable, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm just thinking about what colour I'll do for Cottage Garden. Contemplating green.
Cottage Garden's a lot different to what I thought it was going to be.
Cottage Garden is looking very different to what Quentin thought. there is a page with doors on it. I'm going to give you that sneaky. Those flowers that are on the retreat thing, like if you can you share a link to one of the retreats so it shows a picture?
So,
Those flowers are in it, but it's, yeah, there's lots of other things as well, because you got to remember I've got 12 sides of paper, and then I'm going to have color cuts and all sorts of things to go together. So I really have a lot of space.
Deb said it would be great for mixed media, and it worked well in the class today.
Yeah, it's also a beautiful wrapping paper. It would I'm going to buy some for wrapping paper.
Who was asking to make flowers with it? Someone on the Zoom.
Yeah.
No.
We were yapping about that in class, Quentin.
Oh.
The Teddy's tissue. Haha, love it. Watching from the restroom. Wasn't going to miss this. I love you, Karen.
Green, says Jason.
Green. Yeah. Love how you explain the tissue. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you, both Dianes. Yay, doors. Oh, you should see the doors. They're a bit rustic. Rightio. So what we do for a virtual retreat now, this is the second time we've done it, is we now have virtual retreat costs $50, but you can pay an extra $25 to have a kit that has enough in it for tonight's class and tomorrow night's class as well, extra. Because the $50 retreat kit, you actually get enough to do the 6 classes. So we do 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 2 Sunday. In the retreat, we have a special separate private Facebook group just for people doing the retreat. And you can't get into the group unless you have bought the retreat. So, yeah, this is the second time we've done this because we do sell a kit. We will make a kit for tonight's class. So I've got a pack. And so lots of times on a Friday or Saturday night, I just have a pile of stuff and make something. And then Quentin makes a kit out of it. But tonight I've got a set list.
It's reining you in.
He's reining me in. So it's interesting. So I don't know what I'm going to use. Oh, I think I do. I think I'm going to try and use this. I designed some little stars and, oh, look at all them sequins.
Is it too late to join up for your online retreat?
For this one, yes.
Not for the one I just put up.
No, but not for the one he just put up. So the one he just put up in May is going to be a first as well. So Cottage Garden in late May, is actually the first ever hybrid retreat. So we'll be running an in-store retreat and an online retreat at exactly the same time.
Yep, we're mad.
So you've got 3 options. You can either pay $150 and come to the store and we'll feed you. Oh, actually, let's start with the base one. So the basic virtual retreat for the hybrid retreat is $50. You get access to the private group, messenger group, Facebook group. You get your kit, postage is extra, and you'll have 6 classes. So everything's in there for you to make 6 classes, and you'll definitely have leftovers. There's always leftovers. So that's $50. Then for an extra $25, so if you pay $75, you'll have enough to do the Friday night and the Saturday night class as well. But you'll have everything else in the basic one, but you'll just get an extra pack, which is this pack. It'll obviously be different, and you'll have enough for Friday night, Saturday night, and tons of leftovers then. So then the third option is $150, and you come to the store, and it goes from 9 a.m. on Friday till 4 p.m. on Sunday. You can create around the clock if you want, but if you're not creating, you've got to go home and sleep. So you can't just lay down your head on the table and sleep at the shop. You actually have to be creating for us to stay open, because it's Quentin, the kids, and I that are there. It's us that are staying open.
Naomi's coming up.
Naomi is coming up, so it'll probably be Quentin and I that stay open late.
So I just had a question from Carol in the group asking, is it too late to order the kits for tonight and tomorrow night? Yes, for the ones we've sent out, but no, we're going to make a kit.
We're going to make a kit for tonight, and there'll be a separate kit for tomorrow night,
which will go up for sale on the website.
Yes, by the end of this class, Quentin will have a kit for whatever I teach now. He knows how to make it now. So with the $150 in-store one, we feed you morning tea. We feed you from morning tea on Friday till afternoon tea on Sunday. So that's morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner on Friday, and it's morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner on Saturday, and morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea on Sunday. We don't give you breakfast. We used to, but we don't anymore. You also get all 6 classes. So you get the kit, the basic kit with all 6 classes. You then get the kit for the Friday and the Saturday night, plus you'll get an extra pack to create with of your own Volution over the weekend.
Jason's just commenting to say how good the food.
The food is good. Quentin does do a bash-up job of the food.
We can give you the names of several motels that
In the
are
area.
very close by and very reasonable.
But yeah, sorry we haven't created yet. We've been here for nearly half an hour and we haven't created it. But just want to make sure I explain everything properly and you understand. But yeah, I think they're good value. There is no picture of what you're going to learn at the retreat, any retreat, because I create everything on the fly. I used to at the in-store retreats, but so what's going to happen at an in-store retreat is I'm going to do the video and then I'm going to walk into the other room at the store because I'm going to do the video at the back in my office area, and then I'm going to go into the store and I'm going to teach them or show them the class if they didn't watch it with like their AirPods and their mobile phone or iPad or whatever. The Friday night and the Saturday night are different because we put up a screen. Well, we don't put up a screen because we've got a white brick wall. We take the sound bar from home so the kids have no sound on the telly at home all retreat weekend. We take the sound bar in, we set up a laptop, we have a projector, and we project the Friday and Saturday night. I won't go out and teach those straight afterwards because straight after class, we always have shabango dessert made by Quentin. So, yeah, these are the things we've got for tonight. So yeah, you've got options, but it is going to be our first hybrid retreat. It is going to be a lot of work. I'm going to be well rested beforehand, I hope. But it's going to be fun, I think. People have been asking for it for a while. We do 4 virtual retreats a year and 4 in-store retreats. Our first in-store retreat for this year, Tranquility, had to get cancelled because we had a little bit of an outbreak in central Queensland and Queensland in general, so we couldn't run it as things were. But yeah, back on now, cooking with gas.
Deborah and Pam are just chatting about how Pam will need to bring earplugs if they come up because Deborah snores.
Oh, well, you get that. So we've got a sheet of each paper in here. I think we're going to use these, the banner and the stars. So 2 bits craft. I don't know what I was planning. I've got a light and a heavy. I was planning something. Well, I wasn't actually planning anything. I was just giving myself plenty of options. I like to give myself options. And a small piece of this as well. Like, interesting concept. I love that piece of paper. It is my favourite. I think we're going to go a brown theme. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I don't think that matches, but we're going to sit that there. That's pretty. Okay. I actually cut something else to go with this. That was, yeah, and then I made a mistake in my calculations and I took it out, and then I realized at the 11th hour But I could have had it in the kit. Sweet. Sweet as can be. I did think about that a little. What is she doing? She's over at her desk, rummaging. I can hear rummaging.
I'm getting some pens.
Getting some pens. You better not be heading into the lounge room with all them pens.
No,
You sure?
just coloring.
Oh.
I've got a piece of paper at the back of the coloring.
I've
Are
just
you
changed.
using the white or cream paper?
White. I think I'm going to use white. But what we might need to do is work out some photos. I don't know about that one. And then we could use sequins. But we need to have some smush. I think, so what it's going to need is it's going to need some, to colour this, to have some smush, to make the frame, maybe some distressing. Oh, that's a lot. Inking and distressing and smushing. Holy dooly. Sounds like a little bit much work for me. No, it'll be right. I'm going to try a bow. Let's cut a piece of this wax cord. Let's cut a 20 centimetre piece of cord. So you need 20 centimetre piece of brown cord. Can you remember how much this cord was for your thing? Did you bring that home? So I'm going to make a bow. So this is how I tie a bow. I'm not saying I'm the be all and end all, but and maybe I should say I'm the be all and end all, and I'd be busier.
Wax cord, is it?
Brown, chocolate brown. So I've got the 2 loops, right? Let's make 2 loops. And then we're going to tie through there. And then what I do is when I bring it round is I just make sure I just take my time.
So you're using the white linen, aren't you?
White embossed.
White, yeah. So that sounds white linen. Answer Sandra's question.
Yeah, it's white. I said white, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like that. Something like that. Okay. So let's get the chopper out. What were you asking about sizes? Hello, Jacqueline. Jacqueline's limited numbers in-store retreat as well. Yes, there are limited numbers in-store. Hello, Beck. How are you? They're on YouTube. Yes, in-store is limited numbers. Definitely a limited in-store. Were you wanting me to show the difference in size on a video of these two?
She's got a different branded one and it's not lining up with what we're cutting. So she just wants us to check between the two. The little
What
one
do
and
you
the
mean?
big one. The measurements. We'll do that later.
Oh. So let's cut this beige spot down to 12 inches. And let's do that. So this is paper 6. So let's do that in such a way that when we have our piece loop cut off, and don't just cut on the edge of the barcode, because I give you a little bit of grace just in case you go crooked the first time. So they allow me to have that, so I'm going to take it. They allow me to have extra, and I'm going to take every bit extra paper I can get. So let's trim it so that our scrap piece is 2 different patterns, not just barcode, because you don't need my name in your stash. So let's cut this to 12 inches. So that was paper 6. And see, our scrap is now 2 different colours, not just one colour and barcode.
Right, so paper 6 we're going around 12 by 12.
Yeah. It's going to sit this here. And I just want to have a look. How much of that I want to see. So, and then go up in the markings, which makes things a little uneven. What was that? Sorry.
There was 2 chocolates there. She's saying that they don't marry up.
So, has she measured them?
One's the small chopper that we had, the consumer
Yeah.
one, and the bigger one she's got is a different brand.
So which one's the right measurement? Does she measure it with a ruler? Can you measure it with a ruler, Deborah? Hello, Diane. Hello, Carolyn. But Diane B, you can definitely buy the kit for tonight and tomorrow night. Kits for that. They're separate kits. So let's make this brown chocolate from paper 5. Let's make that 10.5 by 10.5 inches. Sorry. So let's make it 10.5 inches. And I'm keeping the barcode as part of the 10.5. 10.5 inches by 10.5 inches. It looks very small. And then, now I've moved all my bits and bobs, but that's okay. They weren't going to go back in the same place in any case. Let's do a bit of a test drive. I'm going to do a test drive. So I'm going to come down 1/8 of an inch from that and do 10 3/8. So I'm going to go halfway between 10 1/4 and 10.5. So 10 3/8 with my white linen embossed, which I don't know if we've got any left. We do. We actually do. That's right. We thought we didn't, but we did.
So can I just get the measurement for the white one address, please?
10 3/8 by 10 3/8. Ah, see, I like that. I think 10 1/4 would have been, 10 1/4 would have been a big border. I like that little tiny bit of brown chocolate. I like that. So we'll get I've got different guillotine. Get different trimmer. This is not a guillotine. This is a rotary trimmer, and it doesn't cut the whole way through. So you can't do this next step with a guillotine because obviously it chops. If you don't have something with a little pointy blade or with a rotary like this is a little rotary blade. You could just use a craft knife and scissors, a craft knife and ruler. Or you could draw the line, rule it up with a pencil and ruler, and then use scissors and hack it out. Which, if you weren't watching me, I would be doing. So we're going to come in 1 inch. So this is my 1 inch mark here. I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to cut from 1 inch in to 1 inch in. I'm not going to cut the whole way through. I'm going to make a frame. So I'm cutting the middle out. So when we get to photo mats, I might forget to tell you, hacker alert, that I'm going to hack the middle out of things. And this is how I get everything going so that I save as much as possible. I also alleviate weight in my albums. My albums are very, very full. I do use 4 ring binder albums and they get really, really full. I get the maximum in them. And in doing so, I need to alleviate some weight. So put that on there. No one's the wiser that I hacked the middle out. Waste not, want not. So with this piece, now we've only got a 3/4 inch border. So we really need to come out to 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to come out to my 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to make an 1 1/4 inch frame. I usually, like, if it wasn't for a video, if I was just doing this for me, I would make that a 1 inch frame, this one. Yeah. But people have heart attacks when I've got stuff straddling on a tiny bit of.
Deborah's just said the small chopper and a ruler are the same. So it's a big chopper from somewhere else.
Oh, doesn't that annoy you? There used to be a trimmer on the market in Australia that was, its centimetres and inches conversion was incorrect. It was not good. Look at that. That's pretty. So now I need to make a decision. Am I going to, like, if I'm going to smush this and I'm going to turn it around so that my sides are the same. See how the sides, your two sides are almost exactly the same. And then we're going to put our bricks going the right way, because bricks don't get laid the other way. They don't go that way. Rightio. So I've got to decide, like, I was talking about like smushing or flicking or doing something on the background. I've got to decide if I'm going to do that, like, before I stick it together or after. Like, do I want the smush to go onto the background? And I think I do. I think I want it to be incorporated into part of this background on this beige spot so that it looks like it's all meant to be together. So it doesn't look like I said earlier today, I spilt coffee on the side of my page. I had to cut my page down and whack it on something else. I want it to look like it all goes together and like it's got some continuity about the project. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So see how the leaves encroach past the page into the white, and over here they do as well. So it looks like it's all meant to be there. It's not like, oh bugger, I had to whack a bit off the page. Rightio. So I thought I would distress. I'm not going to distress my very outer piece. I usually don't. Very rarely would I distress the outer edge. But I'm going to distress this because I think it would look nice. It might not. If you don't have an edge distresser and you can't get one, we do have some in stock. Thread cutters work, which is what a distresser is nowadays. There's no purpose-built edge distressers anymore. They'll tell you they are, but they're just thread cutters now. Purpose-made distressers are these from brands that no longer exist. Making memories.
You do get multiple blades on the little.
You do get 7 blades on here. Because the edge distressers used to wear out eventually. My mother used to wear out edge distressers. That Making Memories one's got a big gouge in it. Distressing makes a mess, but that's okay. It's all part of the crafting. I would never craft on carpet. Oh, I do at work, but you wouldn't trust me on nice carpet. That's for sure. We have like a timber laminate flooring in here that's meant to be commercial quality. It's not. It's not. When they tell you that if you're not satisfied, they'll come and replace it within 30 days, they're lying. I'm not going to say which brand it is. You all know.
They haven't changed it because they did the same thing.
They just did the same thing to Quentin's mother. and her house flooded because they made a mistake when they fitted something. Not her house, but her music room flooded. I didn't damage anything, thank goodness. But yeah, look at that. I like that. So let's stick that in.
Elise has joined us. Evening, Elise.
Hello, Elise. How are you? Oh, they haven't headed off yet on their trip. I don't think. Oh, geez, it's a bit close to the edge. So don't go all the way to the edge because it's a bit of a bugger. So I'm going to put some tape around. Don't stretch it. If you stretch the tape, what happens is it sort of stretches the paper and you end up with a bit of a twisted business going down. Roll that back. So just be nice and gentle. Don't stretch it. Don't look at the back, the fussy cuts that we hacked up. But remember, so far we have salvaged this and this. So far that's what we've salvaged. That's awesome. So I have been inclined occasionally to attempt to like stick upside down. Well, it looks upside down to me. To like stick this bit on first. It doesn't work. Just going to say, I always end up with twisted business when I do that. So I'm going to fold back a tiny bit in each corner. Sorry to those that, you know, if anyone has watched all, there's a couple of you that have come close to watching all like 600-700 plus videos my daughter and I have done. Yeah, there are that many videos. I haven't counted for over 6 months, and back then it was like close to 500, so it'd be more than that. So yeah, sorry to anyone that's watched lots of them, and I'm just telling you beginner stuff, but we have a lot of beginners watching at the moment that have found us recently, so I do need to be reminding myself that not everybody has watched every video and understands what I'm doing when I do something and why. So I'm just lining this up, and because I've only pulled back just the corners, normally I would stand up to do this. What are you laughing at, Q?
So Deborah's put up, we have dogs so the vacuum works on the shredded paper snow too. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And Elise says, no, not yet. Hoping to sneak into my craft room for an hour or two tomorrow in the morning.
Good luck with that.
Yes, best of luck.
I wonder if you'll end up with company. And now I can just pull these out. Elise has creative kids too. We have creative children. And if you're new here, we have 4 children. There are 4 young Redshaws, and they're not all young. Some of them are not young.
Only some.
They go boy, girl, boy, girl. So we've kind of got 2 pigeon pair. Well, actually, we've got a pigeon pair, and then we've got 2 singles. So they are currently 24, 21, 15 and a half, and 7 and a half. Yes, we get our 3rd learner's permit
Very soon.
this year in July. Well, actually, it'll be, you know, our 5th between us all. But Quentin's doesn't count because I think his license is dodgy. So we're children.
Lovely.
He did a lap of the Harvey Bay Cop Shop to get a license.
I already had set man tests before then, and unfortunately was not successful.
No, because you nearly had an accident with a bus in one of your driving tests.
The bus should not have cut me.
He got cut off by a bus and he attempted to ram the bus, I think.
I did not attempt to ram the bus.
You nearly did. There was nearly a collision with a bus.
Yeah.
It's okay. A friend of ours, when he went for his taxi license, Phil, he actually hit the bus. He hit a bus in his taxi driving test. He didn't pass.
I don't know if it should have been done.
I got a piece of plastic. This was on something I bought from my shop. What was this on? It's on something. It looks like it's off my Art by Marlene Advent box, doesn't it? I don't think it is because that wouldn't have survived that long. It could be actually. It could be because I found it stashed in the drawer.
There you go. That's all Deborah did too with the lap around.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Call today when I made the click and collect mistake, Quentin. Much appreciated. You're most welcome, Annette. He is so good at customer service, isn't he? He is the customer service
Now
guru.
I know it's Annette because the name on the thing. Sorry,
It comes up with your husband's name
your
in it.
husband's getting a pink envelope with some stuff in.
But that's okay.
I didn't even think to ask your name on the telephone.
Okay, so we've got our sweet title. And let's move all our pretties away so that we don't get smosh on them. Smosh.
Harvey Bay was not a small place when I did my license.
Yes, it was.
Had at least 10,000 people.
No, it didn't. Gotta love him. But yeah, so we get another learner's permit this year. He did leave quite a bit of rubber on the driveway the other day, driving up the driveway. Because, you know, it's time to start, you know, practicing. And he has learnt that you really don't have your foot on the accelerator revving the car and your other foot on the brake and then take your foot off the brake because that's how you do a burnout.
Oh, Beryl got her box today.
Oh, that's wonderful, Beryl. Only a couple of days late.
No, she's just kicks.
Oh, it's just, okay. That's good. So, let's do something with this. Let's find a colour. Some brownie colours. I've got gathered twigs here. And I've got walnut stain. Mermaid Lagoon's not going to work. I'm trying to find another brown.
Brown.
Pumice stone. Is that a brown? It's an ugly brown. I got 3. Any 3 browns. Because we're going to do some mix and match. I got an oxide and 2 inks. Some Tim Holtz and stuff. Stay there. I've got a spritzer with a scant amount of water in it. I think it's because Noah borrows my spritzer for his watercolour.
We're
Economising. On a plastic bag. I was going to return this to the shop, but it's not going back now. It's
so any 3 brownings.
Any 3 brownings, because we're going to do a bit of a mixy. So we've got pumice stone. Let's just show you what they look like. So pumice stone. Oh, God, that's good. Sorry, Tim. Gathered twigs in an oxide. And walnut stone.
You know, in Queensland, they don't even have to do a parallel park anymore.
No, they might do a parallel park.
Might do a parallel park.
There's so many things, and they only do 1 of these things or 2 of these things. They don't do everything. Whereas we used to have to do it all. So you didn't in Harvey Bay, no. Good dodgy man. So I've got a placky bag. We haven't done scrunching for a while, and we're going to pat into all of them. And then, so we had like a banner here, and then we had sort of some stuff here and stuff here. So we're going to put sort of like, we're going to kind of go a bit here and a bit here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? You can do a sound pattern if you want. Okay, let's move the plastic away while we get the heat tool out. I'm just going to grab it off the trolley. Feeling a little bit organised because I've done a bit of a reorganise. The issue with Reorganise is it's not complete. There's stuff in boxes. There's more in boxes now than what there was before. Before we do that, let's just give our little sweet title a bit of a pataroo into our colours.
Okay, so we're going to use the title Sweet Time.
Yes, we've got sweet. I already told you that. You've already got some of these cut for either tonight or tomorrow night. Well, you're meant to. I bet you don't. I bet you sold them.
Wow.
Move the plastic away.
Carol would know because she saw them the other day.
No, there's none. I'm wearing white pants and playing with brown ink pads.
So far we've got 20 centimetres of brown wax cord, which I've got to just guess the price for because I wouldn't know what it is.
No, it's in there.
Is it? Okay.
Yep, type in cotton cord.
Right, cotton cord. Is it on the website?
No, it's not on the website.
That's right. And we got a piece of paper 5, a piece of paper 6, and a piece of white linen embossed in one sweet title.
Oh, and then you've got a half of a mini colour carts.
Wowzers. Beautiful family new colour cards.
Yeah, they're brown stars and banner. So you can see like my walnut stain has sort of split a bit. But that's okay because I like that. And it's kind of gone through a little. And you can tell where it goes through because it's darker. But I don't mind that. I like it to be different. Now, normally I wouldn't actually heat set this. I would just leave it to dry. But in videos, you know, you kind of got to. So let's add a little more. Just so we get a bit of layer. Don't want it everywhere. We want some blank spots. On the baby wipes, and then let's get a bit more colour on our.
Okay, so on YouTube tonight you've got Paina, Beck Jones, Jacqueline Gibbon.
Yep, first name's only Quentin.
Oh, Jacqueline, sorry.
He doesn't remember everything he's told.
No, bad for that.
He doesn't have the greatest memory. We just all have to be a bit understanding.
I don't know where I'm sure I sent it to someone else, but we'll work it out.
Oh, that gingery bit was a bit dark. So I've got a brown ink pad. Let's put that over there. I've got a brown ink pad, right? And it's just about dead. Like it's mostly dead. Except this bit here's got walnut stain on it. So it becomes like a sponge dauber. It's just a mostly destroyed ink pad. Like it's molten. And it's got no colour left in it. So I'm kind of using it like a blending tool or a sponge dauber. And I'm just adding random bits of the walnut stain. On my title. I just want my title to stand out a bit more. That's a bit better. And to have like the edges that are a bit, you know, more highlighted. And kind of hide where I got some sort of gingeriness out of one of our inks. So we want some bits that are darker than others and some that are lighter. We just want to have it that it's got a bit of interest. It's not, completely dark everywhere and completely light everywhere, but it's, a bit up and down and all over the place. So what's everyone thinking about the streaming in 3 places? Can I get a bit of an opinion about this? It's not going to do anything for our Facebook stats, but who cares? We're not in it for statistics. We're in it for fun. We're here to create. Now, I did contemplate at the start inking the edges, didn't I? We didn't get very far with that, did we?
Did we build that as a product, that mini color cards?
No.
That would make sense.
But it is there with a hash. Just type in mini.
Yeah.
It is there. So you can see what it is.
Yeah.
Have you found it? It's got 2 asterisks in front of it.
Okay. Oh, fine.
It's not a line.
No, of course not.
I'm just trying to help him. Sorry, everyone. Rightio. So let's bring these guys back because we need to talk about photos eventually. And let's move this heat tool. I don't want to put that with my hard drive. What other ink colours could I use as I only have saddle brown and beige? They would be fine. Oh, saddle brown and beige. They're a bit light. Saddle brown would be quite nice. It's like a coppery ginger colour. Really like the quality on YouTube. There you go. Has the quality improved since we got the new phone on Monday? Because we've had a new phone. Tuesday's class was the first class with it. I'm hoping the quality's improved. I really hope the quality improved. It wasn't a cheap phone, but it's to last. The phone, the intent with the phone is that it lasts and it sees us through another 2 years of videos. We got through 2 years of lives, like lots and lots of lives, hundreds and hundreds of lives. I don't think the phone's meant to last like that. I'm pretty sure you're not meant to get that many lives out of a mobile phone. There or there? Maybe. But I'd like to know if the quality has improved.
Deborah said, working good in the beautiful family group. Probably chat more in here. YouTube is a great medium for people who use the platform more than Facebook.
YouTube is probably a little more reliable as far as internet goes. If you've got crappy internet, YouTube is a little bit easier and more accommodating.
Beck's not sure which one, she's watching it first time on YouTube. And Fine said, yeah, works great for me.
Yeah, in
Fine
Fine,
has got some internet issues. So.
Yeah, where Fine lives, I know that YouTube is much better quality videos for her.
Okay. Yes, the quality is definitely improved in Facebook, and definitely improved. I'm sure the quality has improved. Yes, it has. So, yeah.
The sound should have improved. The speaker is way better. Right, so we've got this sort of thing going. I don't know about this one.
You didn't tell me you grabbed the play button.
Yeah, I've got a play button there.
Baby bear?
It is a baby bear flare.
A brown baby bear flare?
A brown baby bear. Let's put just a tiny bit of ink around this. Just the tiniest little touch. Just so it's not obvious that it's a different kind of white. There you go. Around our as can be.
I wanted to do Facebook posts about something else other than bears after the
Yep, he's a bit bared out.
We've got all that new beautiful studio light stuff that I have not put a post on.
So let's try and put 2 photos on here. What do we think of that? So I'm going to use fake photos. Because I'm not organised. I still haven't printed photos for this year. So
Michelle said the page is looking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
let's do a stock standard 4x6 and a stock standard 4x4.
Okay, 2 photos.
The next thing we might need to do, the last retreat we did have to replace one of the lights because it died as I was going into a class. And we had a spare ring light, the larger one we use in the storeroom at work. Lucky I was recording at work.
It wasn't the light that when it was the plug.
It was the plug-in
The
bit for the light.
bit. So 1 4x6 photo and 1 what? Sorry?
4x4. So then let's mat them. Just put the lock chopper away. Let's do a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 of our spot. And let's do a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 of our spot. And let's then do a so our photo goes across this way. So let's do a 4 3/8 of brick. Now my lines are going this way. So my bricks are running this way, up and down. I'm doing 4 3/8 this way. So it's halfway between a 1/4 and a half by 6 3/8. So that means we'll get a tiny bit of the brick showing around that.
So
And then let's see if we can get. Nope. Let's make this other photo smaller. So a 4 by 4 of that. And then we're going to cut our spot down to 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Sorry, Quentin. And then let's cut our second photo down to 3 5/8 by 3 5/8 for the photo. Yeah. Okay, I'll go through that. So because we were running out of the brick, probably should have gone for the brick backwards. Our brick is 4 by 4 inches. And then this is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So it's an 1/8 shorter, our spot. And then our photo is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. So I'm very sincerely sorry about that. Oh, there's the photo. So let me write on these photos for you. So this is a 4 inch by 6 inch fakie photo, and I wrote that the wrong way around. I usually write the width first, don't I? Naughty me. And this is crappy measurement night tonight. 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. So 5/8 is halfway between a half and 3/4. So it's not just a scrapbooking lesson, it's a math lesson. Okay, so you've been warned earlier, hacker alert. I'm going to cut the middle out. just coming in about 1 centimetre. I'm hacking the middle out. Alleviate some of the weight in my albums. And econo scrapping. Free stuff. And let's do the same with the brick. And bonus round is these are both fussy cut sheets. So not only is my scrap brown brick, but it's also got flowers on the back. Yep. And our husbands are going, why do you get excited about that? My husband gets excited about that kind of thing, about saving paper. And yeah, we are very much geared towards saving the planet and saving scrapbooking supplies and reusing them is all about that. If you don't love your scrap box, give it to the prep class at your local primary school. They are always in need of quality craft paper for collage. Kids love collage. Collage is so good for their brains. I don't give full 12 by 12 pieces. I actually cut it in half, full pieces. Like if it's old paper and I don't want it, you know, or, you know, I'm over it. Which I don't do often, but really old stuff. Because I've been scrapbooking for 20+ish years. And my store is 19 and a half years old. So I've been scrapbooking for a long time. So I cut 12-inch pieces in half so it's easier for little hands to handle. But yes, my scrapbook box on a regular basis does go, not my brand papers, like not my paper, but other brands. Not certain brands, like I don't part with Lemoncraft or Scrap Boys very easily. My oldest daughter cons a bit of Lemoncraft out of me occasionally. But yeah, my scrap box does go to prep classes regularly. But yeah, some schools have a learning support program that does craft and collage with kids. They're great places to send your scrap paper. I'd ask before sending stickers, because if you don't send many stickers, they can cause arguments. I've seen that.
So Michelle wasn't sure about the brown.
She didn't think the brown was going to be a goer.
But yeah, hang on, I've got a thing jump up from here. But you have made it so it looks so pretty.
This would probably make a really nice heritage baby page. I do have some rather weird.
My grandfather was entered in baby competitions.
Yeah, we have a picture on our wall. My granddad was the one that was born in 1923, not the one born in 1902. He was a finalist in the Gerber baby competition. And we have a photo in our hallway, an antique dome photo, massive one, which was his prize. And baby food. I think they got baby food as well.
Leslie just put about, what about stickers was my question.
Oh, so if you're sending stickers to a prep class or an inclusive education unit at a primary school, just ask first, because sometimes stickers, if you don't send a lot, cause arguments with kids. You just need to just check with them first with stickers. Some places don't like stickers because if there's not many stickers, it can cause arguments with the kids. I send a lot of stuff that can be cut up, like fussy cut type, not good fussy cut stuff, but older stuff with shapes on it and that sort of thing.
So Pam, I've just put that back up here again. She changed the spot from 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 down to 3 7/8 by 3 7/8.
Yes, I'm so sorry. So we're going to put tape on the back of these. I'm going to put my photos up on foam because I do that all the time and I don't want to change too much. You might get lost if I change everything. I'm still contemplating if I'm going to ink my color cuts, but I don't. So these things are what we call color cuts. We make these. We produce those. Did you print something? Oh, no, you didn't today. My laptop wasn't there. We haven't printed on our die printer for a couple of days, so she could have a hissy fit tomorrow.
Oh, cool weather is coming. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. She doesn't like winter. She seizes up in winter. The ink seizes up.
Do you mean prep or preschool? Either Desley would be.
Yeah. They're all prep now.
Yeah. Oh, there is
Or kindergartens, yeah. But when you just ask before you send stickers. But I definitely don't give 12 by 12 paper. I usually cut it in half so little hands find it easier to use. But definitely, I just think it's such a good thing. Like, don't chuck it to landfill. Your scrap box if it's annoying you. Send it to some kids to play with and have fun and make some weird collage to send home and clutter their parents' homes. By the way, collage does compost sometimes.
I thought I was doing a great thing.
We keep a lot of art of Amelia Rand's, but the box art goes in the garden bins.
I was about to say, I sent in so many boxes when Amelia Rand was in prep, and I think she brought them all home.
Yeah, a lot of those boxes came home.
With the prep teacher smiling at me as I'd pick her up in the afternoon, like, here you go, Mr. Redshaw.
Here's your boxes back.
Your boxes back.
And then we would actually sneak them back in. We would remove the artwork from them. So what goes in the garden beds or goes back is not with the art on it. We would keep the art off it and then send back the box. She just she's very prolific. She's not the only one. Noah always had boxes. Now, I've done a really silly thing. I'll put tape on the back of this. Oh, she's going in the band. I don't know what the discussion is in the lounge room, but I just heard, I'm going in the band.
Oh, so Karen's just joined us on YouTube, dear.
I'm not sure about Brown. Got my upper school friend who teaches prep and they use it to make cars. Yep, it's wonderful, isn't it, Carolyn? Kids at school love. Oh, hello, Karen and Carolyn. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, prep teachers do love stuff. Collage. They love collage. I'm sending some stuff into Amelia's class. Last year's year 2 class wasn't that crafty, but this group really are because they've loved collage from the minute they set foot in school. They love creating and craft. Love drawing.
I was a little disappointed last year with the year 2 teacher when we were talking to them because Amelia was only in year 1.
But now that we know that the kids didn't want to do craft and weren't interested in craft, we're like, oh, now we get why they didn't.
You only work with what the kids you have, so.
I think angles. I don't often put photos on angles. But what if we do this with these 2 photos?
There you go. Deborah's got lots of pottery things come home. We've never had to buy gnomes.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we do have a, I think it's meant to be a snail out of
that limestone.
Limestone that Noah carved.
Oh, that thing.
It's still alive.
It looks deformed.
It does look deformed.
It's weathered really well.
Noah is really creative. And it's weathered really well considering I forgot to seal it.
Yeah, every time it rains, it just wears a little more. But no, it's in the garden. It's under the passion fruit that's taken over everything.
Yeah. So we think one of our neighbours is eating all the passion fruit off. We know one of our neighbours is eating all the passion fruit.
I'm going to get some barbed wire. I am so...
Do you know?
Some bananas today, like that was...
So, I forgot to tell my son to bring home a GoPro. Our son's got like 4 GoPros.
All were mine.
What's that?
They were all, well...
No, they're not all yours. 2 are yours and 2 are his. So he's got all the GoPros, right? I need a GoPro. I need a GoPro because someone's using a car park at work illegally. and blocking the delivery trucks in the back passage to our shop and the
Well, we
and the
have
food
a
shops.
really tight 90-degree
Really tight
around
corner.
the back of the shop.
And someone's blocking it with a really big van, and they shouldn't be parking in our car park in any case. And then one of the neighbours' cats is relieving itself on the roof of our car from the roof of our house a couple of nights a week. So I need to set a GoPro up there. And then I also need to set up a GoPro sometime at the passion fruit vine. Who's stealing my passion fruits?
Passion fruit butter yum, says Desley. Yep, well, if I can get some of my own passion fruits, Desley, we could make some.
We could make passion fruit butter for everybody. We've got
So
that
far, I
many.
think we've got 6 passion fruits.
So I don't know if I'm going to ink. I don't think I'm going to ink the colour cuts, because I think if I ink the colour cuts, it's going to start getting really, really dark. So I'll tell you some measurements, because I know some of you like measurements. So this is like 4.5 inches down here. And this is about 1 inch here. And I've overhung about 1/4 of an inch there. And this measurement here is about just under 2 inches there. And this is about 1/4 inch over here. And see what I mean about it? It's sort of when you expand into the outside area, it makes it look like it's all meant to be there. But we've also got ink out here, and our smush just goes everywhere. So I'm going to put my banner on foam.
Holy, this flipping between 3 screens here is. I'm getting
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm all good. I've even got a kit built.
Build a kit. So you've got your colour cards
Yeah.
and your flare button, your cord,
Oh, hang on, I forgot we flare down in here.
your cardstock.
So I've got cord, cardstock, colour cards, half a pack,
2 pieces of pattern paper.
5 and 6, yes.
Yep.
And the word sweet, but I haven't added the flare yet. So.
The baby bear flare. I have got enough baby bear flares made. Maybe.
Maybe. I made so many flares, and then when you said we need more flares, I went like.
He goes, no, we don't. But everyone loves our flares. Our flares are nice.
Flat back, metal back.
And when you get freebie flares, they might have a little bit of a blowout here.
Or a dot in them.
Or a dot in them. They're just freebies, sorry. And you might get colour cut freebies that are just cut a little bit off. Some of our freebies are off, some of them are not. But
depending on it.
We just, you know.
Or if the printer prints not so great.
If it prints the wrong colour,
What?
which she's going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
The other week, I was just making freebies like they were going out of fashion. I had printer problems. I had cutter problems. I had problems. This one's going to go flat because we're going to raise our bear up on it. And then we're going to put our bow under it. This little, as can be. I don't have any baby photos of my dad. I have baby photos of my granddad. Actually, I have baby photos of my granddad who was born in 1902.
You shouldn't have said that one.
What's that? No. Probably shouldn't have because I've got relatives that would want them.
Ree said, love the colours of the layout. And Karen said, love your flares, brilliant. Love your fairy bread and Vegemite toast. Yeah. Australian ones.
Oh, yeah. Aussie all the way. There is a lot of joviality coming from that lounge room. Just like.
What did I send you, Sandra? Half a sheet of stickers.
What's that?
As a freebie. Wow, I must have been generous that day. Don't say that to the boss, Sandra.
Oh, it's okay.
You'll often get pieces of vellum printed as well.
And then dodgy down one corner. Bottom
Yeah.
right.
Bottom right
Corner.
That's cut off.
Yeah. So the vellum will always be bodgy in the bottom right corner. Oh, turn the brick around, Elisa.
Come on, on, cat. Let's go and find out. Are they too happy for you to out here? You had to run away.
I don't know which cat that was.
Missy said,
Missy.
what on earth is going on?
I just don't want to know.
Why is there water all over that? Well, give it detail and clean it.
Not particularly wanting to know. Thank you, Ree. Thank you, Di. Not particularly wanting to know what
It involves a coffee table, a bingo ball,
bingo. What's that?
and a cup.
Oh my gosh. So next weekend, I don't know if we're doing a class on Good Friday. Are we doing a class on Good Friday? We'll all be here. It'll be everybody at home next Friday night. So we might do Friday night and then go to the Harbour Festival on Saturday night.
Okay.
Guaranteed our son
Sandra's
will
not
be.
sure how to use them. Okay, Sandra.
You have to send us a picture, Sandra, because he has no idea what he sent you because he's got
Yeah.
a little bit of memory loss sometimes.
Oh, no,
You all do know that he doesn't remember things. You just have to bear with him. Like some of you go, oh, you hack on him a bit much, but oh, if only you knew.
I sent a lot of passes.
I would love it if some of our family just walked a day. Just a day. It's interesting. He's great. He's a great husband.
So Diane said it's a big page.
So let's tuck this under here, but we're going to tuck the star underneath the photo and a little bit of it underneath our sweet word because then it's all, integrated in. You know how I love to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of dimensional magic. So this is dimensional magic in my applicator. And then we're going to chuck our As Can Be on here. And I'm just keeping a little bit of foam or something on my fingers.
It's Lind, LINDT is the chocolate. Isn't the Easter eggs that no one can have.
Yes, they're gluten-free. Lind make gluten-free chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did all the packing the big boxes that went out the other week after we'd been closed for a while. The freebies were rather different.
We had all sorts of stuff. And sometimes,
And I apologise if you didn't get any.
Oh, he tried
may
to
have
remember.
skipped
He does try and remember to put freebies in everything. He does his
a couple. Oh, dear. Okay,
What?
Sandra.
What's
No,
that?
you weren't meant to get them.
What'd you send her?
She got a bag of labels.
What sort of labels?
My packing labels.
Well, Sandra, there are address labels.
They're address
Might
labels.
pick them up off you next time I'm in Wagga Wagga, love. Bugger.
I may have grabbed that and tucked it in instead of the freebie envelope, Sandra.
It's okay. Some of you accidentally get posted your hold till 100 cards. He'll go looking for the card and go, I think I posted that to her.
Oh, we leave the something missing tag in.
Something missing. A few of you have got the something missing tags and not the thing that was missing.
Oops. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's just the depth, Sandra, some days. I got glue on my flare. It polishes off. They're great flares.
If you send someone, Sandra, and you want them to think it's from us, just stick one of them on it.
Please don't add it to chainmail. Oh my gosh, that's a first, Q. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but I reckon it'd be nice on a card. Like if you get a card and you just put it on there and then you put the number in the middle. I think that'd be really nice with a number in the middle on a card. Really simple. Just a simple graphic sort of card. Do I need anything else on here? This ginger out, this brown out here and this brown here are sort of the same. My sweet kind of matches this out here. Thank goodness. It doesn't match anything else. So I'm just shaking off all the stuff. And those kids are getting so loud in the lounge room. That is the 7.5-year-old and the 15.5-year-old. They don't always get on because she's like a chihuahua. And he's a really quiet, gentle person. And she is like, yeah, she is like her 24-year-old brother.
Yes,
And
the
he is
oldest and the
like
youngest
his.
are cut from the same mold.
What's that?
The oldest and the
Yeah.
youngest are cut from the same mold.
So we've got 2 sets of twins. We've got a set of twins that are 24 and 7.5, and we've got a set of twins that are 21 and 15.5. Our 2 middle children are very similar. But you know what? When they all get together, they have so much fun, and they're just the most loving bunch of crazies. Found a star. I knew I had another star. Where's this? Twists. Under there. Missy telling Noah that Dad hasn't fed her. She's just such a little rotundus. She's
Sandra's
eating
sweet's
again
probably
now.
on the dark side, but
What's that?
Sandra's sweet's a bit dark because she's walnut, so it should be okay, Sandra.
Oh, it'd be really nice. Do you know what Sandra would be? Have you got any photos of Graham as a baby? They'd be nice with baby photos. I've got some dodgy baby photos of Quentin. They're not dodgy. They're just 70s baby photos. Because Quentin and I are, yeah, we're the same age.
For a little while.
For a little while.
Was I in a corduroy tracksuit? Because my mum loved corduroy.
Where we all enjoyed
Corduroy overalls, corduroy jumpsuits, corduroy jeans.
I love the colour orange.
So for a couple of more weeks, we are both 48. So only for a little bit longer. But next weekend, all of the tribe, all the Redshaws will be here. Yeah, Friday night. I think we might do Good Friday. Is that a sin? I don't know. Only if we eat fish while we're on the video. It's only a sin if we eat fish.
Don't eat fish. You have to eat fish on Good Friday. Your mother is whipped.
Oh,
that in.
yeah, don't eat fish. Only if we eat red meat in the video as it a sin. Sorry, I wasn't making fun of religion there. I wasn't really, honestly.
Okay, so our kit is amazingly cheap.
My uncle still, he doesn't believe he's a Catholic, but he still won't eat red meat on a Friday, ever.
That is just, you have to put more on it. The kit's only coming in at $9.55.
So you've got a piece of cardstock.
I've got a piece of cardstock. I've got 2 pieces of pattern paper. I've got the word sweep, a flare button, the dark brown cord, or the wax cord, sorry.
Is this what you've got your mini colour cuts for?
Yes,
That one there?
yes.
Okay. It's great.
So,
So you got mini colour cuts,
Yep.
cardstock, 2 pieces of pattern paper,
Yep.
your wax cord, your sweet, and your flare button.
that's it.
How much is your kit?
$9.55.
$9.55. Miss Naomi's class in the morning. As I'll be out, we'll catch up later. I know. So tomorrow morning, in the Creative Family group at 9:30 a.m. is Naomi John's class. She's doing mixed media. And I think, Pam, you asked for stencils, didn't you? So it's Pam, I think Pam said it's not a sin for me to do a class.
That's great.
It will be a sin if I eat red meat in the class, but it's not a sin if I do a class. Because we might go out to the Harbour Festival on the Saturday night. We haven't been to the Harbour Festival in years.
No, we haven't been to have that in years.
That is Noah rustling in the freezer with a bag of strawberries, frozen strawberries.
Feel the judgment.
I can feel the judgment, he says. Oh,
So
I
you
forgot
should
something.
know me. So Michelle says, love it, love it, love, love, love it.
I forgot my sequins. Let's put some sequins on.
Go.
Sequences. Now, I'm going to have to top this up for tomorrow. So, yeah. And let's talk about judgment. Tomorrow afternoon's class, remember, I am scribing for Naomi John at her 2 p.m. class. in the store. I will be at work still because I'll be at work while Quentin does groceries with Mum, because we have lunch with Mum tomorrow, and then we'll do they'll do groceries with Mum while I scribe for Naomi John for a 2 p.m. class, and then my 4 p.m. class I will be dragging myself through the door to teach that class tomorrow afternoon. We learnt that last time. I think I did it at 3 p.m. last time, and it just was too soon. We barely made it through the door. Well, I barely made it today.
Should be live. Now.
There'll be no picture on the kit for the first bit.
I'll
Until-
hang one up in a minute.
And he'll take a photo. It'll be dodgy, and I'll replace the photo in a couple of days or tomorrow. Meant to replace the photo.
Sometimes they're not exactly straight.
Actually, this will be his first kit with his new phone. Quentin got a new phone. He got my old one. He got an upgrade.
Yeah, I just can't do videos.
Oh, you can, but you just can't live stream. He just can't live stream with his phone, but he can record a video.
Yes, like I did the other day.
I don't think there was any crackling in his video the other day.
No, I turned off the machine so.
How did you get subtitles on it?
It just did it. I don't do that. Crikey. Link for kids.
Okay, I'm just adding some sequins. I like them tucked behind things.
See you tomorrow, Desley.
Yeah, Desley, you've done really well. I'm so excited that you got to finally do a virtual retreat with us, Desley. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you missed this virtual retreat, remember our next one is in May. It's a hybrid.
I'll put that link back again. Yeah.
And you can book, and it's called Cottage Garden, and there is a paper with doors. You do kind of have to trust me with the paper. There has to be a lot of trust that I'm going to design something nice. I hope I design nice things. I don't know sometimes.
We have a shop full of.
Yep. Noah has a complaint to make, people. Noah is complaining that the shop's not big enough. We either need to build a mezzanine or we need to build up. He was most disgruntled today, when he was back at work today, because he had yesterday off. And that the store is not big enough. And we've got no spare hooks because every hook is occupied.
We must have hooks.
Yeah.
We have thousands.
So let's show you some close-ups. See if this is going to focus. And these lights are strobing.
So it is. I thought it was the fan, mate.
When you go close, it's not the fan. I think it's the little tiny light, the really expensive one here. One of the lights, we've got a little ring light, and it's really, really expensive. Well, in my opinion, it was really tiny, and it's like this round, and it's $55. That's expensive.
That is great for when I take photos. You can...
But I think it's strobing.
Right. So
Just my
9:30 tomorrow a.m.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Beck and Jacqueline, Karen, Carolyn. Than TV. What's that? A lot are better. You lot are better than a TV sitcom. Oh, thank you, Mard. Thank you, Pam. It'll be really funny next Friday night, won't it, Pam? With the whole critter crew home.
Yeah, they'll all bugger off to their friends' place.
Yeah, they will. They'll probably go out. Saturday night, guaranteed our son will be on a pub crawl with all his mates. Thank you very much. So there we go. That's what we did. So yeah, that was this morning. And there's a pocket page here somewhere. And then this was this afternoon. And then those two are in the retreat group. And then we did this one tonight. And then tomorrow morning where are we at? So tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. in the Creative Family group, Naomi John's doing her mixed media class.
I don't think that's going to happen, Jason.
What's that?
Tag team craft layout for next weekend.
Oh, with me and Naomi John.
Well, I think he means the whole family, but he'd be in trouble.
Oh, the whole family. Milton's a bit wild, hey.
Thank you, Astrid. I know I'm lovely.
Oh, love you, Astrid. 2 p.m. is Naomi John's live surprise class. It's going to be mixed media, everyone, and she's going to be using collage paper, and that's in the Beautiful Family Retreat group. And then I have a surprise class at 4 p.m., but I've got some requests. I have got requests. And then at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, we're doing a Zoom for the Beautiful Family group. And then we're back here tomorrow night on YouTube, Facebook, and in the Beautiful Family group. And we're doing something with these. So we've got the flower, Legacy of Love. We've got more cord, piece of paper number 2, a piece of paper number 3, a piece of paper number 4. And we've got 2 different thicknesses of craft and a piece of cream cardstock. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something with that tomorrow night. Looks a little
Actually, the page is lovely.
mini book portfolio-ish, doesn't it, to me? Thinking it does. Oh, and we still have a piece of paper 1 and this and all of this. Yeah. Thinking we're going to be making a mini book, maybe, or a portfolio or a folio thing. I don't know. You never know what we're going to make. So, thank you, Tash. Thank you, Diane and Ree. Thank you. Thank you, Quentin. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Laura and Michael. Thank you, Marie.
Oh, Laura will definitely be at the next retreat.
Laura's definitely at the next retreat because Laura won the golden ticket. So we give away a golden ticket at each retreat, which means that we pay for your next retreat. And Laura won a golden ticket. See your daughter in the morning, you guys, tomorrow evening. Awesome. Thank you, Diane. We'll see you then. So thank you, everybody, for watching, whichever place you are watching us on. Take care. Stay safe. If it's flooded, forget it. Don't drive through floodwaters, please. And, yeah, that's just our, public notice for the evening. We love you all. And we really, truly appreciate you and appreciate your time you spend with us. And we've missed you, Diane, at retreats. And thank you, Pam. And thank you, Marlene. And Mary. Mary's there with Marlene. But, yeah, take care. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. If you're unwell, please look after yourself and take care. And, yeah, we do appreciate you all truly, deeply, awesomely, whatever. Everything.
Let's eat ice cream.
Let's eat ice cream, says Quentin. See you later. Bye.